Okay, this is the final part of the tutorial. Also the most fun and enjoyable part. In this video, we're gonna see how the scenes was lit and how the render comes out. Let's jump right into it. If you haven't watched the previous video, which is the part 1 and part 2, please check it out in the top right corner. So this is a simple scene with one light source, is the window. First of all, I'm gonna set the environment color to purely white and the strength to 2 and see how it goes. It's pretty dark, right? That's because the glass panel is blocking the light and trying to cut caustic. We're gonna fix it by making sure the caustic is turned off. And then in the visibility of the glass, we also turn off the transmission, shadow, and the diffuse. It's so much brighter now. But just having the environment light is never enough. It causes a lot of noise. So we're gonna put an area light right at the window. Point it inside and then check the portal option. The portal light will reduce the noise that's caused by the environment light, but it won't affect the brightness of our scenes. Then I'm gonna duplicate the light, uncheck the portal option. This light would add the brightness into our scene. Now our scenes is so much brighter. Now let's just increase the environment light as well. You can also try turn on the ambient occlusion to make the scenes even brighter. So it's basically it. Let's just head into the render tab and then to the color management. We can change the look, the exposure, and the gamma of the image. By tweaking these values, you can even make the image pop out. Once you're satisfied with the preview, it's time to render the final image. In the render tab, increase the samples to 1000. I think for this scene, 1000 is enough. In the output image tab, you can set the resolution of the image and the output folder and the output file format. Let's say 1000 by 1000 pixels is good for now. I usually choose the TIFF file to have the highest quality of the image. Then just hit F12 to render. Now I'll show you how to enhance the image in Photoshop with Camera Raw. First, you're gonna duplicate the layer and then go to the filter and Camera Raw. If you want the image to be brighter, just lift the exposure. Raise the temperature slider to make the image warmer. I'll add some contrast, some highlights, and raise the clarity up. Also lower the shadow a little. In the third tab, I will increase the amount of sharpening and also increase the noise reduction luminance to reduce more noise. Okay, this is before and this is after, which is so much better, right? You know what? You can use my project file for more. For example, you can separate on the passes in the render by switch to layer tab and go to the passes. Check the diffuse and the glossy, direct, indirect, and color. Then check the shadow and the AO as well. If you use the 2.82 version like me, turn on the denoising data to use the Intel denoiser after render. In the compositing tab, you can see our render layers now have many passes. I also have the denoiser here and connect the image, normal, and albedo into it. When the render is finished, it will auto denoise the image. To optimize the render time even more, I usually change the light bounces in the render tab. Just by click and drag, I can change them on at once. I'll leave it like 3 bounces. For simple scenes like this, 3 is enough. And that's it. Thank you for staying at the very end of this tutorial series. I hope you can learn something and continue to support me by subscribing. You can also get the project file on my Gumroad for only $2 and on the textures for free. In the project file you get, I already set up 3 different lighting conditions: overcast lighting, sunny day, and at night, which has spotlights into the pictures here. I'll leave the link in my description box below, so check it out. I will continue to create some awesome tutorial in the future, so stay tuned and I'll see you next time.